Thank you, Tammy. Tammy does a good job, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, when I was a little girl, my mother hit me with a pretty stick. And then I got really smart about it, and I told my sisters I was the prettiest one in the family. So they didn't like that, and my mother didn't like that either because she thought I was being a little snooty. So then she hit me with a naughty stick. So then I ended up being pretty naughty. Then she decided not to hit me with any sticks anymore. You know, a while ago I worked at a bingo hall, and I was a caller there, you know, with the B1s and B2s and I-12 and all of that. And I didn't like the job very well, but it was sure fun to work with balls again. And the one nice thing about it, I kept hearing all these different stories all the time. This one lady came up to me and she said a friend of hers got a new bra, and she was complaining that the bra didn't fit her. And she said, this, you know, to her husband, well, this bra just doesn't fit me at all. And he said, well, I don't know why you're wearing it. You don't have anything to put in it. And she looked at him and she said, you wear pants, don't you? And then another joke I heard is this fellow that he kept thinking that he was a curtain. So he went to a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist said, there's nothing wrong with you, just pull yourself together. I thought it was funny. Yep. You know, what I have not liked lately is when I go to a supermarket or a store or someplace and you have all these kids crying. They sit in this cart and they cry and cry and cry, and the parents don't shut them up. Or if they do, they're hitting them and say, stop that crying, stop that crying, stop that crying, and they cry more. So there was this one little boy that was just sitting in the cart one day crying for no reason at all, and I went up to him and went, and he stopped crying and he looked at me and he said, you look funny. I said, so do you. And his mother looked at me really odd. She went around the corner and he started, I went back and did it all over again. And he spoke and never cried another thing. Later she came and thanked me for it. So people, when you see a kid crying in a store, cry. Make him feel foolish. Oh, you're feeling sorry for that kid. I know you are. Oh, you too? Yeah. Oh gosh, I was so excited about that story. That's new. I'll have to try something old. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. They have found, I read an article where they have found a scientific new thing. They now can transfuse you with chicken blood rather than human blood. They found out that it makes the women lay better and the men cockier. That wasn't true. This is my night to goof up things. Okay. Then I went into, let me see, I haven't got my glasses on. I can't even read without them anymore. I just don't want you to get bored with me. You know, it's really easy for me to spoil someone's day. All I have to do is get on the freeway and start driving. I don't know why that upsets people so. I mean, I drive the speed limit. I go in the lane I'm supposed to, in the right lane. And invariably they'll pass me up and honk the horn as they're passing. And I keep getting out and checking my car every once in a while to see what I'm doing wrong, but everything's fine. So anyway, recently I went with a friend of mine to a nursing home. Her mother was there at the nursing home, and I had met her mother. I knew her mother. And we went in and I looked at her mother and I said, hi, do you know me? And she said, no. But she said, if you ask at the front desk, they'll tell you who you are. say as you get older, you become closer to your parents. Well, I don't want to be any closer to my parents, and I'm close enough as it is. You know, it's not so bad getting old. You know, when you think about it, you know, you find out wrinkles don't hurt. When you get to the top of the hill, you pick up speed. And nobody ever mentions to you that you should change your underwear before you go out. They either know by now you should know, or you're wearing Depends and it doesn't matter anyhow. And I'm not wearing Depends. Honest, I'm not. Let's see what else. Oh, I have, people with me have an obsession about my age. They're always asking me how old I am, and they'll come up to me and say, do you mind if I ask you how old you are? And I'll say, no. If you don't mind if I don't tell you how old I am. So, I don't know, but I'm thinking that they're jealous of me or something. But I tell you what, they think that I probably am too old to be on stage up here, but I'm going to be on stage and come up on stage if I have to use a cane, and then if I have to use crutches, and then if I have to get one of those scooters that doesn't cost a penny out of your pocket. I'm going to keep coming up here. There. Thank you. I'm going to leave you with this. Live each day like it's your last. One day you'll get it right. Thank you.
And we're going to keep asking you to come, aren't we? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Carol Van Nuck, isn't she great?
Oh, come on, applaud.
Yeah. You know, I had a friend of mine at work who was having